How's it going, everybody? It's Nate again. Today we're going to learn what I call 19 chords and go. Essentially, this is just 19 chords that can be used to play about 90% of all songs out there. Simply, obviously, without the melody and harmony and drums and blah, 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 blah. It's just, good simple versions of songs that allow you to have fun while you're studying all the other, chords, theory, structure, all that sort of stuff. That way you always have something to fall back on and play around with. So, like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the different chords. Probably in the first video, since YouTube only lets me do 10 minutes at a time. Second video, I'll show you some exercises to build it into your subconscious. And then some songs that I like to do to practice this theory. So, let's tune up. E. A. D. Oh, I forgot that one. G. B. And then our high E. Over to the left, you'll see a link to a Power Tab to be able to download the Power Tab program. It's what I use to tab out all my music and whatnot. And then also you'll see my email, so you can email me and tell me which video you're on and which video you need tabs for. So that way you can have something to look at while you're going through these. Because like I said, I only have 10 minutes, so I'm going to be pretty fast-paced. So alright, so here we go. So we're going to start out with bar chords to begin with. What's great about these is it's a general shape that goes all the way back and forth down the guitar. So we're going to start out with 6th string. Root note's going to start on the 6th string. The bar chord basically means you take your pointer finger, bar all the way across your guitar. Either on the 6th string all the way down or the 5th string all the way down. So what we do is we bar, and then 2 frets down from our bar, so let's use a G for an example here. Barring on the 3rd fret, 2 frets down, I'm going to place my ring finger on the A string, my pinky finger on the D string, and then I'm going to place my middle finger on the fret in between. So in the case, on the G string. So in the case of this, barring 3rd, 5th fret on the A and D string for my ring and pinky, 4th fret on the G string for my middle finger. That's a G major bar chord. So basically, like I said, this shape works all the way up and down the fretboard. To play an E, since it's an open chord, you basically are playing that as your bar, so you don't actually need to bar it down. Move it to the 1st fret, where you place your bar on the 1st fret. F, 2nd fret, F sharp. 3rd fret, there's our G major again. 5th fret is A. 7th fret is B major. 8th fret is C major. 10th fret is D major. Now, to play a minor chord, that's the little m in the music. Most of the time, major chords don't have any little number or anything designated. It'll just be the letter. Minor chords will have a small m. Take your middle finger off. Only change. Everything else is the same. So in the case of a G, there goes our 3rd fret bar. And then we take our ring and index fingers on the 5th fret A and D string. There you go. So E, basically, that's our bar. F, place our bar on, F sharp. G on the 3rd, A on the 5th, B on the 7th, C on the 8th, D on the 10th. That sounds crappy. So that's all the 6th string. Major with middle finger, minor without. Now to play it on the 5th string, starting off here, we'll use the 3rd fret as an example again. Starting off on the 3rd string, this is a C major, barring. We take our ring and index finger, once again, 2 frets down, and we're going to play on the D and G strings this time, ring and pinky, and then place our middle finger on the B string on the fret in between. So in this case, for C major, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret on the B string with our middle finger, and the 3rd finger is part of the bar. So A, and this is a minor. Minor on the A positions, basically bar is there off our A string. Move it down to the 2nd fret, B minor, C minor, 5th fret D minor, 7th fret E minor, 8th fret F minor, G minor on the 10th fret. Now, there's a couple different ways to play the major chords. I like to just double bar. That's where I use my ring and pointer fingers as the bars. Let's do a B in this case. So I'm barring across the 2nd fret. Then what I like to do is I take my ring finger and I bar 2 frets down the D, G, and B strings. So in this case, 2nd fret with my bar, 4th fret, 4th fret, 4th fret, D, G, and B. This one kind of hurts after a while if you do it like this, but usually you're not sitting there pressing so hard with your thumb. So in the case of an open A, 2nd, 2nd, 2nd. A lot of people will play this one like this, where they've got their ring, middle, and index fingers, doing your 2nd fret. So B, C, 5, 5, 5. So D, E, F on the 8th, G major. You can also kind of cram your fingers in here. Whatever feels comfortable for you to at least get these 3 with the bar. All right. So now we're gonna move on to a. Those are all your so major, minor with a middle finger, major with a bar. Open C major. Open on the high E, 1st fret index finger on the B string. Open on the G string, 2nd fret middle finger on the D string, 3rd fret A string with your ring finger. Strum the down like that, from the 5th string down. D major, middle finger, 2nd fret on the high E, ring finger, 3rd fret on the B, index finger, 2nd fret on the G, D is open, D down, D major. F major, the bar chord is basically your open, your bottom 4 strings here. So you got your bar across the 1st frets of your B and high E string. You put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of your G string, and you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then you play D down. A lot of people don't like that one. It kind of hurts a little bit. Okay, open G major. There's 2 ways to do this. Middle finger, 3rd fret, low E, index finger, 2nd fret of the A, D and G open, and then the way I like to do it, I take both my ring and my pinky fingers, 3rd fret of the B and high E string. The only difference in this and a normal G chord is that just take your middle finger off. With middle finger, without. Same difference. D minor. You got your pointer finger, 1st fret on the high E, ring finger, 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret with the middle finger on the G, D open, strum down. D minor. So D major, D minor. Suspended 2. An A suspended 2 is open on the A string, 2nd fret with your index and middle finger on the D and G strings, and then open on the B and high E. Now an A suspended, in writing it's just an A, S, U, S with a 2 for this one. And then A, S, U, S, so A suspended, you basically add your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the B string. So open, 2, 2, 3, open. A D suspended is basically played, you take your major shape and just take your middle finger off. So open, 2, 3, open. That's an A suspended, D suspended 2. Now a D suspended is now just throw your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E. So you've got open on the D, 2, 3, 3. That's a D suspended. Last 3 chords. B7, great for jazz. You got a 2nd fret with your pinky on the high E, open on the B. Make sure this one rings out throughout this chord. Ring finger, 2nd fret on the G string, index finger, 1st fret on the D string, 2nd fret with the A string with your middle finger. There you go. Now just take this shape right here with your middle index ring finger and push it all the way down to where you got open D, middle finger on the 2nd fret G string, index 1st fret B string, ring finger, 2nd fret high E, D down, D7. And then we've got our final chord, 3rd fret ring finger on the low E, 2nd fret middle finger on the A string, open for your D, G, and B, and then your pointer finger on the high E 1st fret. That's a G7. So there we go. So that's a lot of chords. Hopefully you'll be able to use the tablature along with what I just showed you. Next session we'll go back over these chords again, then I'm going to show you some practice sessions. So hope you got what you needed, and see you next time. Have a good day.